Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Per Heathrow, they talk about the protest wey dey go on for Nigeria. E don invite Emmanuel Agbogun make e come talk how e see the protest and Tinubu government. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Per Heathrow and Emmanuel Agbogun.
Good afternoon, everybody. God bless you all for being here today. This is Per Heathrow, as I said before. What's that? Oh, no.
Hello.
No, not now. Not
Hello.
now. Hello. Can you join later, please? Emmanuel.
Okay, I saw your invite. That was why I'm just coming in.
Yeah. I
Up
was
speed
about to
with the
introduce the
media.
program, right? Because I saw you two few days ago with Stanley.
Yes.
If you don't mind, you listen first to the topic, then you can join me later.
Yeah, your voice is very faint.
Okay. Probably maybe because of my mic. Let me get closer. Are you hearing me clearly now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I said, can you drop a little bit, maybe in 5 minutes? I will invite you to join me when I just introduce the topic, right?
All right, no problem.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go back to the issue. My friend Emmanuel Agbogun joined before, but I just want to introduce this topic to you guys, right? Because I know my very good friend there, Agbogun, is an APC, high-class APC supporter. And this is a free world, especially we that live in diaspora. We believe in freedom of speech, freedom of participating in any religious, political parties and beliefs, in as far as we did not use it to obstruct the rules and regulations of the nation that you are living on. Right. Why do I come out this afternoon? Is just to inform us three issues that has been. What is going on with my network again? God, not this time around. Oh God. Three issues that have been hanging around for a very long time, right? The protest that took place on the 1st, that is still going on up to now, was announced a month, if not more than, to the public that they will be coming out. A national protest is going to take place in Nigeria due to the hardship of people not being able to meet up to their daily needs. Necessity, not luxury, not things that are not necessary. Okay, necessity in their life, right? Okay. Then the government deemed it necessary to keep down about the situation instead of them to confront all groups that are participating in this protest. They pretended to let us know that they don't know who they are. They don't know their leaders. They lied to us for more than 3 weeks. But at the end of the day, we found out that they know everybody that was planning this protest, and they didn't find them guilty. They are planning to arrest them, for that's why they were kept quiet. Have you ever seen a place where people want to protest, give out list of where they're going to follow? It's only in how do they call it? If you are doing a march of solidarity, you tell the police or escort ask to move here, there, and there. When there's a protest, there's no matter how peaceful that protest is going to be, there must be. It cannot be completely guided by rules and regulations of the country. No way. Something must go out of the line. But the fact is that all we pray for that we should not have violence that would lead to people's taking of people's life, right? Okay, now instead of this supposed to, they started calling traditional rulers, calling all the bourgeois, those who claim to own local government or city or state they belong to. They forgot that everybody has his time. Okay, somebody like Asari Dokubo came out and said anybody that come to Niger Delta, that word is too big. Niger Delta, you know, even say worry, you know, even say Bayasa, you say, oh, Niger Delta, they will collect Woto. Okay, we knew that he was just raking, that he's going to hide at the end of the day. Then we came came out and be bragging just as the way he do the River State. I was saying all sort of stupid things in television. At the end of the day, he's not willing to negotiate with the protesters. What pains me most in this issue, it is how some states are now using it for their benefits, for campaign. What pains me most is that what I like most in it, I have to say, sorry, not a correction. Place like Lagos State brought out Oro. Where is Oro? Is Oro still going on in Lagos State now? That's to tell you that these people were trying to, keep the mouth shut of people who were trying to exhibit their fundamental human rights. All traditional rulers in Nigeria came out and gave their own opinion. As I said, I'm not against them. You don't expect a traditional ruler to tell you to go out for protests and destroy properties. No. Or cause mayhem to society. No. That is what they are supposed to say. But what I'm saying is that they can also be remade moods and talk to their leaders, as the federal government, the state governors, in private, what the situation they are facing. Because my biggest question, my biggest annoyance is that no traditional rulers in Nigeria that their children are not working in a good place. Let them come out. Anybody that says traditional ruler, whether big, small, medium, traditional leader, or whatever, that can come and tell me that his own son or daughter, or even his cousin, or his stepson or daughter, that are not working in a good place. When the protest started, Nigeria now starts seeing the government start bringing out initiatives that they did not want to do for a very long time. Since I left Nigeria, I've never heard about NFPC recruiting in the general public. Let's say 20 years now, NFPC has never employed publicly. They've been employing through Auma. People work in the Senate, people work in the House of Rep, people work in the airport, people work in the seaport, people work in NEPA, which is normally Nigerian, what is they call it, I don't know. People work in so many federal establishments. Even the police force, they announced that they want to recruit. That paper is just fake. You need to have a big man from your village to guarantee your recruitment in the police force. Army is the worst. Navy don't go there. Air Force don't go there. Now they are now willing to open everything for public, meaning they know what they're doing. I don't want to add the issue of Dangote to this issue because these are things we know that is going to occur right from the beginning. We know, we voice it out here too, okay? But I don't want to involve that to it. But if this rumor we are hearing that all of a sudden in Nigeria that have never do business with Malta are now importing refined oil from Malta, then that leaks storage. They said in every rumor, there must be elements of truth in every rumor. Believe me, honestly, I have no confirmation about that Tinubu and his cousins or his brothers have shared in the refinery in Malta. What is the problem with our 4 refineries in Nigeria? Why are they also sabotaging the refinery built by a private investor? That is for that. Now, why I say states are not using it against themselves for campaign for and against? I take a keynote study of Edo State. To me, after the failure of the federal government led by Suwadi Tinubu regarding APC, it's APC. Anybody seeing APC during Buhari regime for 8 years and see the one that is on now for more than 1 year now will not open his eyes and cast their vote for APC in any state. That is the gospel truth. So if any government is saying don't vote for APC, they are quite correct. Especially when you present a candidate that cannot even compete with the primary 5 students. We are also hearing now that this the vice governor would be these nonsense people are they call you come up now, if you make any impact, now you block your head. I don't get time for nonsense. If you make any impact, you just start talking rubbish. Why is a column man idiot? He just extrapolating also. So that cannot even compete with a primary 5 people. You brought him out. We are also hearing now. We are also hearing that your vice governor, brother, your Paul, I've been a Pius. You understand? Pius, the vice governor, a senior brother, is also now involved before one issue in Benin. People might say we're lying. I saw it too. I cannot confirm it. I'm coming to please. Just 2 minutes. So they said a guy came from Germany and invested. You know what I'm talking to? You know what I'm talking to. So he invested 61 million naira. 61 million naira for a plot of land for the brother, that is senior brother to Dennis Idahosa, deputy candidate, that is deputy governor candidate for APC. All of a sudden, he claimed I have sold the land to somebody for 120 million. This is not part of my argument. I just want to flash it out. If they are very intelligent, Pius will not do this to his brother too. After facing this havoc in Edo State, we are surprised now to is even involved. Is involved. This is fraudulent land grabbing. You sold your land for 61,500,000. You give him C of O an agreement visa, and you want to go and fetch his ground. Want to use it for parking and fountain land and stuff like that. Anyway, that is not the reason why I'm here. The reason why I'm saying states are not using it against themselves is that PDP has nothing to do anymore. I saw that criminal acting vice chairman who was sacked from the Nigerian army after going to prison more than 2 or 3 times in the Khartoum, Lagos. Now coming out to become, how do I call it? A tax collector or debt recovering institution in Edo State, just to tarnish the image of PDP in Edo State, saying that those who lost their money in Planware for 30 years ago, where did they register 5 years ago? They don't see the result. How much more 30 years ago? Even when they talk, he can't even see his file in the military 30 years ago. That they should come and report to him. www.planware.com. You should go and report there. After that, Dan, what did they call now? That fat belly came out again and said Obaseki went to go and rebag. Yes, 6,000 plus were given to Edo State to share for ID camp. Obaseki went to go and rebag it and hide 4,000 plus bag of rice. Where Mioja, if I, that is as poor as I am, can donate 100 bags of rice for people in Africa, in Nigeria, Obaseki will go and hide 4,000 bags. Anyway, let me not answer that. Then another one came up again with a video showing they went to go and put maize in the bag and stamp it, rice not for sale, in a mosque, or what I call it, a Muslim private school, and said it was rice hidden by PDP politicians. And they call Aboki in that area to be carrying the bag and showing it to us. And Obaseki went to go and hide bags of rice. The federal government are yet to give us our bag of rice in Edo State because they knew that PDP is the governor of Edo State. Or Tinubu will never allow that to come to Edo State because it's PDP, because he and Obaseki has a long distance relationship, very far, like the earth and the soil or the ground. So why is PDP going into cheap politics in campaigning? Bring out Okpebholo to tell us exactly what he can be able to do for Edo State. That's for those of you who are using it to be state political gambling in the state. All of you that is behind these lies in Edo State, you will find yourself, you will shut to blame and regret what you are doing. Now, let's go back to the issue we're talking about now. The protest is on the fourth day, now the fifth day, fourth day. Tinubu now find it necessary to come and address the nation. Fellow Nigerians, please, I want to play the voice of Malam Tinubu so that you will understand that Nigeria, we are joking. That we don't have even a leader. We don't have. Just listen. Please listen. Let me fast forward it.
Violent protests unleashed in some of our states. Notably, among the protesters were young Nigerians who desired a better and more progressive country where their dreams, hope, and personal aspiration will be fulfilled. I am especially pained by the loss of life, Jigawa, Kano, Kaduna, and other states, the destruction of facilities in some states, and the wanton looting of supermarkets and shops, contrary to the promise of protest organizers that the protest will be peaceful across the country. The destruction of properties set us back as a nation, as scarce resources will be again used to restore. I commiserate with the families and relations of those who have died in the protest. We must stop further bloodshed, violence, and destruction. As the president of this country, I must ensure public order in line with the constitutional oath to protect the lives and property of every citizen. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few political agenda to tear this nation apart. Under the circumstance, I hereby urge protesters and the organizers to suspend any protest, create room for dialogue. We have always acceded to at the slightest opportunity. Nigeria requires all hands on deck and it all, regardless of age, party, religion, or other divides, to work together, reshaping our destiny as a nation. For those who have taken undue advantage of this situation to threaten any section of this country, we won't. The law will catch up with you. There is no place for ethnic bigotry or such threats in the Nigeria we seek to build. Our democracy progresses the right of every Nigerian are respected and protected. Our law enforcement agencies should continue to ensure full protection of life and properties of innocent citizens in a responsible manner. My vision for our country is one of a just and prosperous nation where each person may enjoy the peace, freedom, and food that only democratic good governance can provide. One that is open, transparent, and accountable to the Nigerian people. For decades, our economy has remained anemic and taken a dip because of many misalignments that have stunted our growth. just over a year ago, our dear country, Nigeria, reached a point where we couldn't afford to continue to use to solve long-term problems.
I will not use to finish this broadcast. You know, the reason why I played it a little bit for every guys to understand is that we did not see anything significant. Please, if you are calling me directly from this phone, no. Call me on WhatsApp on the other number, on that 35. Okay, if you have my other number, please. Those of you who have my other WhatsApp number, 35, should put it on the wall here, please, so that they can call there. Don't be calling me directly. I'm using the same phone to broadcast, and you're also calling me with this same phone. So it doesn't work that way, please. So the reason why I'm saying so is that this was the announcement he needed to have come up with. Immediately he had the news that there's going to be a national protest. They deemed it, they thought it's going to be business as usual. I've never seen is a place where a man that has protested for 29 years before he becomes where he is today now. Today will now be, don't understand how to engage protesters or what to do. There's no way a nation can be prosperous in the way we are today now. I want anybody to come out here and tell me any nation that a salary cannot buy a bag of rice. No nation. And I want also you to tell me 5 countries that Nigerian money have more value more than in this place here. So, Emmanuel, if you are around now, anybody want to call me, please call me on my Leica WhatsApp. Let me put it here, please. Don't call me here because I'm on this I'm on screen here, so you get me here. Let me show you my WhatsApp. This is so you understand the number. For me to I don't have it off it. Let me put it here. Okay. This is my what is G mobile number that you can call as I'm here. 335 6912. That is the number, please. If you want to call me on that number on WhatsApp. I'll pick the phone. But don't call me directly on that 328, please. I beg your pardon. Call me on WhatsApp on this number. I will pick your call. Okay. So, Emmanuel, if you are still there, let me check if Emmanuel is still there. Then I'll bring up. Okay, I have something to say. Yes, Emmanuel. Yeah. What did I do? Change the camera. Okay. Okay, why would for Emmanuel to come up? Somebody was trying to come up just now. So please, let me tell you one thing again. Nigeria might think that this protest is going to lead to a final solution of the Nigerian situation. No. What is going on? This protest would not resolve 100% of what we want. Although they've given some part of things that are a little bit more, that is a little bit encouraging, but that's not what we want. The only solution in Nigeria today, if I were in their shoes, if the Nigerian government really know that we're passing through hell in Nigeria, they should cancel this what they call it, double parliamentary system in Nigeria. Have just one house of representative or senate. Reduce cost of governance. Ban all Nigerian politicians from using imported cars as official car. If you're a private man want to buy Lexus, it's your business. All federal prestataries, local government, and states should use made in Nigeria car or assemble cars in Nigeria to prevent us from foreign exchange. Fuel automatically should go back to 150 to 200 naira and cease importing refined fuel from overseas. They should give all the fuel straight to the Nigerian refineries in Nigeria first. Anyone that remains can be exported. If they do this, over me that go, because all of you that were attacking me in TikTok that said our traditional rulers have told us not to protest. It's a simple question. In the whole Nigeria, no traditional rulers' children are unemployed. If you can give me one, I'll give you 100,000 if you're in Nigeria. So why would they tell you to go and protest? Why would they tell you to go and protest? Let the federal government keep them out of the show. No payment, no authority, no respect, and see whether they will not invite us to protest for them. Let us wake up from our slumber, fellow Nigerians. We are not babies. So my message today that is clear to Wike, that man that normally take 30 years old whiskey. You think you are operating in River State? The Nigerians will just keep quiet and watch you. I was listening to Arise News 2 days ago. One Arise News analyst, a lawyer to a tech, they call him, they call him, you know. He was with one former manager for Tinubu campaign team that brought Tinubu to power. Talking about reality, she was talking of fiction. She made us understand that his daughter had schooled in Dubai. Making that example alone, that your daughter schools in Dubai for a very long time, it means you are not patriotic. It means you doesn't reach his country very well. Nobody in 60s or 50s go to abroad to school except the courses that are not available in Nigeria or when they were about to read masters or PhD. That is how our children were going to overseas. Immediately they finish, they come back and pick up a permanent job. I see Nigerians who resign 60s, 70s from Canada, Australia, USA, England, who resigned as a civil servant over there and came to work in Nigeria because they were earning more better in Nigeria. I repeat again, in my TikTok, I told you of a story. People were laughing at me that time, say that story was not correct. Now you people know that the story was overcorrect. When I placed out a logical issues that happened in Nigeria to a civil servant many years ago, they were saying it will just start again, like that moment of just now. Say, man, I go sleep, I don't tire. I tire. Hold on. Let me explain one thing to you here. I brought out this write-up. This calculation was done by a very intelligent Nigerian. Just listen. Intelligent Nigeria. If this man, just listen to the story, please. A Nigerian man started work in the civil service in 1983. Please give me your ears very well. This man started work in 1983 with a salary of 500 naira. Equivalent in 1983, go and Google it, find out. Equivalent to $700 in a month. He retired in 2016 on a salary of 180,000 naira. Before he retired, he was now on 180,000. But that 180,000 become equivalent of $500. He started working dollars, $700. In naira it was 500. He put 33 years in service and retired at a rate of 180,000 a month, equivalent to $500. So this man, he was slowly, constantly moving backward for 33 years. If this man has retired this year, his money would have been not less than $180. $100 is $160 now, 60,000 naira now, and $125 would have been his money now as retirement. So, how are we moving on in Nigeria? Why will anybody come out and tell us don't protest? Why will anybody come and tell us that don't go out? Why will everybody come and tell us that we should get patience? For who? Deaf and dumb governments who don't listen to advice, who don't care about your living, who don't care whether you exist. Let any senator, minister, governors, the president and past presidents are telling me their children went to school in Nigeria, primary school to university level in Nigeria. So what are we talking about? Anybody that give anybody advice not to come out and protest, if it is true that it's from your will, the way you understand the story, it shall be well with you. But if you are doing it because you collect money or because you are getting from the present government, oh my show, I won't talk more than that. Please, if you want to intervene on the issue, call my WhatsApp number. If you want to be with me on the screen, let me know and I'll bring you up. Thank you. So, while we are still dragging the federal government, only 2 state governors that I have seen that are proven to be a Democrat, Fubara and Godwin Obaseki, and the Kaduna governor too, who has been doing his own regularly before the protest started. You cannot be above your people. If the government wants Nigeria to be in peace, they need to respect the citizen. I saw one elegant woman protesting in one of these embassies in Europe here. The worst of all that most of these Nigerians that create nuisance over there in overseas here can't even do nothing in Nigeria, where you were not even known before you traveled. When you come here, you create nuisance. They gave you constant electricity to pay the bills will be your problem. They gave you constant transportation to pay the ticket will be your problem in the bus. They gave you constant train system to pay the ticket will be your problem. You suddenly work illegally here and make money illegally without paying tax. And yet, when you are going to the job, you don't want to pay your ticket in the bus or your train. That the government that does not belong to us, we are not part of this country here. We migrated to this place here, yet we have the same benefits as their own citizen. If you have 3 children here, and Oyibo man get 3 children, the same way they pay for that Oyibo children, then they pay for your own black children. There are slight discrimination diplomatically, but if we can treat ourselves like that, what do you expect a white man to do? First, let me not forget this courageous Mama P. I've forgotten your patient. I've forgotten your real name anyway. Have been so different from you in most of your issues concerning Governor Obaseki for a very long time. But you are only the most courageous lady. And I knew why they used you in 4+4 Toba. You are very bold. And I like that. What you said on TV 3 days ago will remain in the archive of the Nigerian history. And let me tell you, I pray you live long in this world. Whether I die before you or you die before me, you will never be forgotten in the Nigerian struggle. On this aspect you did 3 days ago, I'm totally in support of you. And I pray God will give you long life. On other issues, we can discuss it. But what you said, you spoke more than even some of these politicians. We see Akpabio, who cannot even read the money he ate, his quench, can't read it out. He first of all said million. From million, he now say billion. From billion, he now say trillion. He couldn't pronounce letters. I was given to him to read out. Senate president. And these are the same man that said we should go and protest, that he will be our own eating. Because you have no policeman to guide you. Because you have no soldier to guide you, right? It will not remain like that forever and ever. I was told Buhari house was burnt in Daura. I don't know whether it's true. I don't know whether it's true. I'm not confirming it. I don't spread fake rumors. But I watch it. I don't really know. I've not gone there before. We were speaking out. Some people were translating and said, look, they said they've set fire on the Buhari's house. We should wake up. Labor union that refused to join the protest. Every association that refused to join the protest, he go reach in our body. Everybody must collect from this problem. The day labor will start crying again. 3 boza for 70,000 transport money to work. 3 boza after the leaders have eaten Millions. Student union too, some of them say they are not participating. More people. So, Brother Agbogun, you can come up. Let's discuss it before I leave. Brother Agbogun, are you there? I will wait for Brother Agbogun to join me. I want to appeal to all Nigerians that you should not relent, because I will have to ask you a few questions, Emmanuel, because I saw you 2 days ago. Good. God bless you. Good afternoon, Emmanuel.
Yeah, good afternoon, Heathrow.
I like as you came now. I watched your video, you and Stalin, and I also watched the video you did. Was it yesterday or the difference today, when you said everywhere is very peaceful, there was no protest? Because you came out very early that very day. And protest took place in Benin that very day anyway. Though you were not lying, at that period there was no protest, but it took place later. But please, can you tell us, how did you weigh this situation in Nigeria at present today? Is the APC leadership?
Firstly, there's serious hardship in the country.
Okay.
Nigerians are passing through hard times. And secondly, for some of us who take time to study the policies and workings of government, we have thought through it carefully, and we have seen that government at the federal level is trying to bring money closer to the people at the grassroots, because that is the only way government can reach out to its people. You do not expect the federal government to reach out to the 36 states, citizens of the 36 states at once, without working with the instrumentality and administrative framework of the state governments. So that is why some of us have totally disagreed with the policies of the opposition in the country as we speak, saying that the president is lackadaisical to issues that affect Nigerians. See, my brother, we have gotten a president for once that have gone to say local government money must go to local government. State governors should no longer control this money. There's no how you can expect a federal government in Abuja to meet up with the developmental trend with the people of Orunigbe without connecting with Orion or local government. And how would the federal government reach out to the people in Orunigbe? Is to ensure that there's more resources available to the local government in Orion, so that they can go about carrying out developmental policies and programs that will affect the people of Orion, using that as a case study. See, Nigerians play with everything. It's not all about speaking grammar. Nigerians play with everything. I am supporting the APC, but I will tell you categorically clear, with what I've come to understand within the past few weeks, I am not happy with the President Buhari-led administration. They borrowed into our future. Tinubu has come out, he has said, if we remove subsidy in 4 years, we can offset these borrowings, pay off the debt. In less than 1 year, he has offset over 30% of that debt in less than 1 year. What that implies that in another 2 years, Nigeria will be loan-free, will be debt-free from the current borrowings that we are seeing that our government have borrowed. That is on one side. While he's doing this side by side, he's also making revenue increase to the states. And to further strengthen the policy of Tinubu's government, he has even taken the state governors to court. Nigerians are not saying this. He has taken the state governors to court, telling them that they must allow local government to function. And local government must receive their monies directly from the federation account, no longer through the state commissioner for finance or the Ministry of Finance from each state. They will receive their monies directly from the federation account. What that implies is that Nigerians should get ready to hold the people at the grassroots responsible for what happens in their local community, no longer the federal government. As we speak, despite the fact that the autonomy has not been fully implemented, it will start from this month disbursement. Some local governments have collected as much as 7 billion naira. 7 billion naira under this Tinubu administration. A local government that I come from, like Umwonde, we have gotten over 5 billion naira. There's no single agricultural project. There's no single health project. The local government is still moribund, despite the fact that we have people who came out to campaign that they wanted to be chairmen and chairladies of our local councils in Edo State. If you go to some other parts of Nigeria, the same thing is a recurring decimal. The question to ask.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, this one you're talking about now. Yeah, hello, Manuel, listen. This one you're talking about now, it is the poor administration, okay, from the state to the local government levels, which the federal government is trying to amend. I quite agree with you that the federal government is trying to pay off debt, right? But my question is, the subsidies that Tinubu announced that was removed, was the federal government really paying subsidies before? Because I have a video with me here that proved that there was never a time that the federal government was paying subsidies.
My brother. My brother.
Hold on. Just hold on. List of listen to this voice.
Numbers of all the
I can send it to you on your WhatsApp.
We can send an email to them to give us feedback on whether or not they received fuel subsidy from 2016 till 2023. As I was preparing that list, the list was ready. In fact, we have drafted the email. Just about sending the email when I got a message from a friend of mine. And when I opened the message, what I saw really shocked me and annoyed me. Because when we're talking about the fact that there was no need for this whole fuel subsidy removal in the first place, many people were calling us all kinds of names. And if you go into the mainstream media space, what you hear is people, so-called oil and gas experts that appear to be paid to come and start talking about how fuel subsidy was unbearable for government to bear, that government could no longer sustain it. And in fact, every time I heard this, I was always annoyed. Because from the documents that we obtained about the DSDP arrangement, we knew, and that was when we came out and said that there was no fuel subsidy payment.
Yeah.
And that NMPC had not paid any subsidy to anybody. Yes.
My brother.
Listen.
You can send this message to me. See, these are the kind of statements that mislead Nigerians. For crying out loud, we have seen people like A.A. Rano. We have seen oil marketers like Shafa.
This one is, forget about that one.
I'm coming, my brother. Hold on. We are talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
You cannot say forget about that one. We have seen oil marketers like Capital Oil come out to say that they will not sell product until when they are being paid subsidy. See, the problem we have in Nigeria is that we have adopted a language that is not our own. So everybody wants to express himself that he is well learned in English. Being able to speak English does not mean that you are well read.
Okay, hold on, bro.
This man who is saying that they sent him a mail, he was about to send a mail. Anytime he hears that they pay subsidy, he feels offended. This one is just trying to create, I will call it looking for clout. He's trying to chase clout. My brother, Nigeria, they pay subsidy. The subsidy got to a point that the oil marketers were using it to defraud the country. If they don't pay subsidy, the first people that will expose it are our state governors. See, state governors in Nigeria must begin to sit up and live up to their responsibility.
I quite agree with you. Before Tinubu removed that subsidies, let's assume subsidy was being paid. Before you remove it, from 190 naira fuel went up to 680, which is now 900 now. Okay, that was what escalated all the problem we have. That is one. Secondly, Tinubu agreed to the advice of the World Bank to flow Naira international market. You remember, this is what make from 650 exchange to 1,000. At the point it was 2,000. I remember I sent 550 Naira from 550 euros here, gave you 1 million in Nigeria early this year. Before you now go back to 1.17 now. You know that was the same advice they gave to Babangida. You remember? I don't know how old you were at that time. How Nigeria came to this problem when they gave him IMF loan condition that he must disvalue Naira.
My brother, we are still saying the same thing. There is no country in the world. Go and look at the policies of Malaysia. Go and look at the policies of what's it called, this country, where Uruguay, where the president drives a Volkswagen. These people borrowed money from the IMF. What is different about we and them is that this money that we borrow, we will steal it. That's the difference between we and them. These people will manage this money to be productive. We will manage this money to make some few individuals rich.
No.
That is the problem.
I understand that we steal our money, but telling us to disvalue our money, they said it to China. China refused.
My brother, we live in a competitive world. You are in Europe. The reason why you went to Europe is because they have been able to manage their economy, and their economy is running. It's not like it's one of the best. They've been able to manage it, and it is running and working for them to an extent. That is why you left Nigeria to Europe. That is a fact. Now, what am I trying to say in essence is that these monies that we are borrowing in dollars, when the money comes to Nigeria that is supposed to build a road in Oredo, they will convert that money from Naira again back to dollars and hide it. And at the end of the day, you will say that you want Nigeria to be like Europe. Will you not blame the president that signed that this money should go to the state to be used? Will you not blame the president that did that? See, let us tell ourselves the truth. From the removal of subsidy, like the conveners of this protest, if you have even watched Showore very well, Showore in this protest have been standing on the fence because he knows the truth. Some few cabals in the National Assembly are saying that if Tinubu is allowed to run the economy like this, he will get more grounds in the next election. So what are they trying to do? They are trying to destabilize the politics now. Look at all what the protesters were saying. Despite how educated they are, none of them made mention about the fact that the state governors are enjoying this money and stacking it back in dollars. The only person who came out to say it the way it is Deji Adeyoju. Go and look at what Falana is saying. With all due respect to their profession and their reputation as professionals in our space, none of them came out to talk about the real issues. Some few protesters we also complain about the bogus salaries and wages of the National Assembly. That is 100% right, because I don't see reasons why
federal government too has it on their own duty. When blame has been leached on them, they can also come say, look, we are not a problem. We have done our best.
My brother,
the only thing we committed is by removing subsidies.
My brother, in the Nigerian government, let me tell you one thing that you don't understand. Let me make you understand it today. I've come to that terms. You see, Nigeria operates a three arm of government, which is the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. Whether you like it or not, these three people romance themselves to allow corruption to strive. These three arms, they romance them. Did you hear what Akpabio said? Akpabio said
okay, can you now understand now? If a manager in a company is not dubious, can the workers be dubious?
My brother, we are still saying the same thing here.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, although you agree that you blame the Tinubu administration.
I have not totally said that the presidency should not be blamed.
Yeah.
Do you hear what the president said? He said the box stops on the table. The buck stops on the table, and I believe you understand what that language is.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
He has asked for more time. See, I will lead a protest if at the end of 2025, Tinubu's government is not visibly seen carrying out developmental projects across the country. Because whether you like,
why did Tinubu protested? Tinubu and the rest bourgeois in Lagos protested against Jonathan, even when life was far more better.
Is to score political points. Is to score political points. Don't be carried away. I don't know how to tell lies. It's to score political points. One thing that most people think maybe this guy has been paid to criticize Obaseki. I am still one of those activists that are very poor in those states. It's not like I cannot be going to do all these government protests and NSAS panel to make money. It's just because I don't like the way and manner that we give our governor a sense of integrity. We have one of the most corrupt governors in Nigeria. One of the most corrupt.
Edo State.
I start to be corrected.
Please, can you elaborate on that, please? Eh? Can you elaborate on that?
Fine.
Can you elaborate
more? I want to throw more light. I want to throw more light on that.
Okay. Just go ahead.
Has been running. I'm coming.
Go ahead.
Obaseki has been running Edo Best. Obaseki has been running Edo Best educational policy to integrate our educational system into digital day. I want them to show us the number of schools across the 3 senatorial districts that are on Edo Best policy. Billions upon billions of naira have been stolen from that venue. As of today, I want to repeat clearly. Obaseki has come out with an agricultural revolution.
Your network is bad.
Revolution that is seen to be growing is the one that is being run by investors that are his friends. What did Obaseki do? People's land, people's aboriginal farmland. He stopped them from farming. He handed the land to one single.
I'm not hearing you again, Emmanuel.
One single level of understanding with them. As of today, tell me, what is Edo Shares program? You cannot even tell. I can. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but your line is very fainty and it's waving.
Are you hearing me now?
Can you change position? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, you are in the room. Okay.
Is the network?
Yeah, network. Go ahead. Manager, go ahead.
I've gone out this morning. I've been. Are you getting me? So, what is Obaseki doing in agriculture? The state government-owned project that was done by the Ministry of Agric, titles. They should show you what they are producing, or what they are producing and where they are selling it. That
line is very bad.
Borders on security. It is only in those states here that you see that police are second. And time of purchase of handover to police are not even in working condition. The vigilante that does the local in the piece of the state, they are not even on sale. That's why you see them most time when they wear the uniform, they are tired. They go out on either on a stealing attack.
Sorry, Emmanuel, your line is very, very bad. It's hooking and you just stay one place, If you have another place to go, because I really want to hear you your thoughts about this whole issue, you know. Please, if you have a place to shift to, I bring you up again, please. It's really shaking. The line is bad. You can ask from those who are watching us. They can't hear you well. Even my voice is even faint itself. So please, while we're waiting for him to change position, I bring him back again. If you intend to contribute to these issues, you can call my WhatsApp number, that 353. I drop it down there. You can call that number there. 35333569112. To have your contribution, please. I think if you call WhatsApp, it's better. Manuel, can you call my WhatsApp? This one I write on board here. That is +39 353 912. I repeat, +39. That is Italian code. 353 912. Let's do it on audio so it will be more clearer. Thank you. God bless you. Because I was interested in hearing that matter that Obaseki is one of the most corrupt governors ever in Nigeria. I'm shocked. I wanted to know about that. If Obaseki is corrupt, can he be more corrupt than Wike? I don't understand. Manuel, if you are there, please come. This is my WhatsApp. So I will talk on WhatsApp. Your video might eat you many gigabytes, you know, so it's shaking. My WhatsApp number is +39 353 192. Only on WhatsApp. It won't go direct. Thank you. If we don't have anybody to come into it, I'll call it a day. I only came here today to remember all Nigerians that don't give up on your hope. Those people see that the protest is not worried, but I believe it's worried. It will give them a sign of the things that is going to come. But after this, even though this is the end, after this, we are going to come like a thief. No announcements, no information, catch them unaware. Okay, so I do hope if you are a politician, you are a minister, you are a commissioner, you are a state governor, you are a chairman for any local government, be aware, be rest assured that if we cannot get you, we'll get your family or get your children. Our children will get your children. Nobody will be forgiven for bringing out down Nigeria for 50 years. It's unforgivable. This time around, it's a peaceful protest. It depends on the government. If you call it peace, you let us talk. If you don't want to call it peace, you beat us, we'll reply. Simple as ABCD. I'm not here to start mocking anybody. So, Wike, that is, what do they call him? Asari Shokubo, where they call you. Then I Shokubo, Abitokumbo, they call you. Enter house before small children came now. Then, Wike, after the whiskey, when you consume, don't shark you finish. We shall see one day, face to face. You understand? No problem. So, fellow Nigerians, I won't be long here. I have a place to go. You know, tomorrow I work. So, I need to move around a little bit to get some rest. I thank you all for being here with me today. I might likely be on TikTok today to discuss this issue. I bless you all, and thank you, everybody.
Now we don't hear from Heathrow and Emmanuel Agbogun. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.